Hello and welcome. Balance isn't just about how long you can stand on one leg. It's about how well your body organizes strength and control while you move. So let's train that today. You can practice barefoot or in shoes with less padding if possible, and keep a chair or a wall nearby for support. Let's start with a familiar pose. Have you ever done tree pose? So let's give it a try. Tree pose is a common balance pose, but it's also a hip opener. So standing on the left leg, kind of center, roll the shoulders back and down, get the head back. And then let's take this right knee and open out like it's a gate and then close to the front. So you can keep your toe planted, and remember you can have something close by to help with balance and support, maybe a chair. And then settle in, long hip, slightly bent knee like a shock absorber. And then find balance here. You can bring your hands up to your heart. You can keep your hands next to your hips for now. Kickstand it on the floor, or you can elevate if you feel a little bit more balanced today. And notice how this position feels. Try shifting the weight until it's right at the back of your arch, and then gently press your big toe flexor down on the floor. Push your big toe down about 30-40%, and your pinky toe. You still feel a little out of balance. We're going to try tapping or rubbing the opposite arm to your standing leg. Give it some stimulation, your nervous system. Give it a little tap and see if that doesn't make you feel more balanced and in control. And it's okay to wobble a bit. That's your nervous system processing, your brain trying to figure out the input that's happening. And let's try the other side. So shift your weight. That big toe, gentle push into the floor. Pinky toe, and then center your weight as you open and close the hip. Center your weight, the back of the arch or at the front of the heel bone. And then find stability on this side. Now you might have a more talented side. Brace your core. Find balance. You may have a different option here. You may be challenged by keeping your toe on the floor. You may lift and elevate. You can adjust. But again, try that feedback loop. Big toe, pinky toe, and then try the tap or the rub on your arm, opposite the standing leg, or on the leg. And see if that doesn't help stabilize you. Take a big breath. Let's try it again on the other side. Center, soft knee, long hip. How's your balance? Did it improve? Find a focal point, something that's not moving. Unclench your jaw, lengthen the back of the neck. So just a little assessment. You feel more stable? I know it should be challenging without making you feel unsafe. If you feel unsafe, your muscles are going to tense up. Let's just take another breath here. Now, if you want to add challenge to your tree pose, try this. You can move your arms, right? Side to side, like branches of a tree. That makes it harder, right? So if you're looking at building balance and you feel really stable, add a bit of instability. Whatever your lower body option is, try and move with the upper body and see how your body compensates. Again, if you feel unstable, then try pressing down through the big toe gently, pinky toe, and then you're going to stimulate your nervous system on the opposite side of the body. All right, so that was a yoga-inspired balance movement. Let's look towards Tai Chi. So for this, I want you to think of your posture. Lengthen the back of your neck like you're trying to touch a high collar with the back of your neck. So as you lengthen, your ears move right over your shoulders, shoulders over hips, lower back feels long. And then take your center of balance and center it over the left foot. So we are going to shift center over right and left. My knees are a little bent, again, for like a shock absorber. And notice how one leg feels stable and full, and the other leg feels empty once you shift completely over. So you're trying to get your balance center right over your foot so that one leg feels empty and one leg feels full. So let's start with the left. We're going to center over the left and then come to the right toe or lift the right knee. We'll push down with the left hand gently and then lift the right hand up. Now you have a place, a little notch here between the thumb and the first finger. Lift the chest, settle in, ground and anchor, and look right through that notch. And let's try the other side. Remember, your toe can stay down. You can lift, push down, your spine is long, and feel rooted. You can spread your toes and look right through the notch. That's it. Let's try it again. If this feels challenging, just continue this dynamic balance challenge. You can use all the cues from before, that big toe flexor pushing, your big toe pushing into the floor. You want to make it harder. Here's a way to add challenge here. So you have your focal point. You're looking at something that's not moving. Try turning your head side to side. So this is a layer of challenge that you can add if you want to improve this dynamic balance challenge. Take a big breath. Keep breathing. We'll do one more on each side. So without the challenge, this is plenty of challenge, right? Stay grounded, spread your toes, or add the nod. And then try the other side. It's okay. Again, every day is different for balance. It's okay to wobble a bit. It's okay to be more static. It's okay to touch your toe down. But practice the option that makes you feel challenged. All right, we have one more movement. I promise you one more. And this one comes from a standing Pilates tradition. So we're going to explore a standing open leg rocker. It looks much different on the floor, but think of it as a rock. We're going to accelerate and decelerate. So open your stance and then sink your hips down into a bit of a squat. You can start with your hands up, and then as you stand up, you'll push your arms away. All right, so that's the easiest option. Sink down, and we're going to push off through the right foot and then either tap the toe down or lift, but we're going to stick the landing. That's it. So we're going to accelerate and then decelerate at the top using core stability. Great posture. Let's do the same thing. Push and then stop that acceleration with core stability. You're compressing, you're bracing your core, and you're challenging yourself to stick it at the top. Now, if you want to make it a little harder, bring the arms up, or hardest is arms out to the side, right? So pick the challenge. I'm going to try and stick it this next time. Lift and pause at the top. And then let's do the other side. Sink. And try this the first few times. It's hard to figure out how much to push, how much power to provide. But core stability is what helps you provide power later on. Without stability, you can't be powerful. You can't use that power aspect. How about this? Got to stick the landing. Let's do a couple more. Last one. All right. Now just rotate your hips. Notice how you feel. And then try an easy balance on each leg. So just that static balance challenge. You can time how long you can hold. Or just try a few breaths. You feel more stable than you did when we first started. Balance isn't separate from strength. The ability to slow down, to stabilize, and control your movement is what allows you to generate power safely and confidently. If you'd like more balance-focused training, explore the Balance Builders playlist right here on this channel. And if your goal is to stay strong and sharp for the long term, be sure to subscribe. We'll continue building this foundation in weeks ahead. I also have a free gift for you. So use the QR code on screen or the link in the description to download my 7-day movement and mindfulness plan. It's a simple way to keep moving and to stay grounded throughout the entire week. Until I see you again, stay strong, balanced, and connected, mind and body.